Hello and welcome back to Harddrive Productions. Hey, I'm back. Sorry guys, I got a bit busy, but hey, we've got stuff to do as well and so on, and because YouTube is not my full-time job yet, hopefully if you guys subscribe more on that, I can make it a focus and getting more into the YouTube side. But you know what, I like to show you guys things and so on. And what do you have today? Well, I thought, gee, maybe I must look at some complicated speakers or amplifiers and so on. But often when I do shows, guys ask me one thing, and that is, Rainer, what's the difference between RGB, RGBA, RGBW, RGBAW, RGBAW-UV, and it just, guys, okay. By the way, it's got to do with the color. Believe it or not, RGB is red, green, and blue. A is for amber, W is for white, and you get UV. But you even get like L, like some products like, I think it's called an L. They make like a lime as well, like lime colors or a lime green, and that to add some unique colors to their more theoretical lights and so on. So for today, you know what? Let's get to basics. Let's get into cans. Now remember the old days? Remember those old days you had one can. It was 1000 watt or 250 watt, and you had your light, and then you had like green. You put a green gel, and that was its color, green. And then we'd say, but I need two colors, and you needed another can with its own cable going to a big dimmer pack, and then you would get whatever color you want, red, and then yellow, and then blue or so. So most guys used to have like maybe 6 cans on the side and 6 on the side, and of course you would usually do red, green, and blue and yellow, and maybe white or so on, and then like do a purple or a golden amber. Oh man, I love those golden ambers. What's a beautiful color, like a deep orange yellowish type of color. But then I also learned a trick. When I use a specific yellow and a specific blue, and I put them together on the stage, I basically got like white, and that was cool because then I had 6 colors and I had white from 6 cans. That's nice. But yeah, so today we're going into cans. Okay, so today I've got 3 types of cans here because that's what I've got in my store. So I've got this little one. There you go. There we go. You can see it nicely there. You can hear it's got quite a fan. It makes quite noisy. So if you need a quiet studio, or you've got a church or like a studio environment, but it's got to be quiet, and you need to look at ones that maybe it's not as noisy as this one. This was a cheap thing. Promise you guys. This is like 600 bucks or rand. It's like, yo, $60 or $30. Hear that? Imagine having 30 or 40 of these on your stage and you're trying to talk like I'm doing now. It gets quite noisy. So, but there it is. Let me move my phone. Hey, my phone's still here. Whoop, what have we got on there? Sorry, I have a very boring phone. Nothing special going on there. So there it is. Now this one has individual lights. So it's got red, green, and blue. Known as a RGB can. But this one, it's not each light has all 3 colors. So when you put, some of them will shine red, some green, and some blue. So when you shine at the wall, that's all great. You see one color. But if you want to use these lights to look towards the people like this, and you put them on, they're going to see the separate red and green and blue. If you don't want that to happen, they've got to get what we call sort of a cob light, when you've got all 3 the colors in each clip. But these have independent red, green, and blue. I hope that makes sense, and it's probably making a lot of noise. So there it is. There you go, little thing. And they all have usually a stand, so you can put them on the floor. Well, this doesn't look like it's working very well. Maybe it's because I have it the wrong way around. Ta-da! Magic. Okay, then the next one I've got is one of my better ones. It's a Chevette, and this is a quad. People ask me personally, what color should I look at? Do I just use RGB or RGB white, W, or RGB amber? And I prefer, although RGB and white's already much better, I'm not a fan of just RGB, red, green, blue. It really limits colors. There's quite a lot of colors. You just need it as an uplight and background, and that's fine. But if you start needing more specific colors, especially on camera, and want really good warm whites and that, RGB is terrible. If you put it just on white, it looks more like blue. If you had to put that on me, I would look like, yo, Reino, you know, you need something to eat. You're getting a little bit white there. But I use these ones. These are one of my favorite ones. I use them a lot from Chevette. And this is what they call a quad. So it's got 4 colors. Now, generally, you get the ones that's RGBW, white, but this specific one is RGBA, amber, and I really like that because with the amber, I feel I can create nicer warm whites, and at the same time, you know, just got nice warm whites. That's what I'd say. Only yellows look better. Often with cans, yellow can look like Scotch vomit green. Ugh, you know, or it looks like yellow and got this green lining outside. Like, doesn't look nice. Especially with me in South Africa, our natural colors, or like if you check our Springboks or Proteas, is green and yellow. So you end up with like green and like sort of yellowish green. So it doesn't have two very distinct colors. And that's why I'm also not a fan of just RGB. But this one works really nice. And this one's got what they call sort of a cop-like effect. It means each one has all 4 colors. So if I shine this to you and I make it like yellow, everything will show yellow. You won't see red and green that together creates the yellow. The red and green mixes already in the one and it looks yellow. And then if I add amber, I can get it even more yellow or orange. It's nice. And then we've got these ones. This is my ones from Beams. It's another product I like. You guys hear me talk a lot about them. And you've got red, green, blue, white, amber, and UV. This is a, I don't know what you would call it. A triplet. No, triplet is 3. No. Yeah, here we go. It's got 6 colors in it. It's nice. So, and it's got UV for added bonus. So, you probably noticed, Rainer, what's your wall white? Well, my wall is white because we're gonna do a testings of these. So this one's got 6 colors. Also nice. Most of the new ones at least got buttons now. It's not like the old switches you had to figure out 1, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. I remember those. So there we go. Number 3. And also, as you can see, it's all 6 colors are also in white. In white, you hear me? In 1. 6 colors in 1. So just give me a moment. I'm going to plug them in. And with Movie Magic, of course, it's just going to happen instantly. We're going to have these 3 plugged in. And I'll play with them a bit so you can see on the back wall sort of what colors you get. So maybe I'll also put the lights down. So as I talk, it's going to be a bit dark now. But I think I must put my studio lights off so we can see a nice color. How's that? Okay. So give me a moment. I'll get it on now. Like I say, Movie Magic now. And there with Movie Magic, I am back. I'm sitting on the side. We're going to have the light shining here. And it's time for the battle of the cans. So first I'm going to put on my RGB and locate. And there it's on. And I'm like, yes, it's on white. Because usually when you locate, all the lights are on equally bright. Red, green and blue. And then I check it and I'm like, yeah, it looks a bit blue. I look a bit sick. Don't look too well there, I know. So, and most guys do that. Guys, please don't do that. Do video. Oh, I go and do video. No, we've got lights. I put it and I get them like everything is a blue. So then I might do color correction on camera, but then some of the colors just don't look right, man. You know. Now this might be hard because depending on your screen is set. If your screen is warm white, it means it'll be more red. If your screen set to cold white, it's more blue. Try to get it in between. So if your screen's not calibrated, what you might see and I see is 2 different colors. But guys, believe me, that's sort of blue. Now, there's one way to sort of figure it out. It's just to drop the blue from the red, green, and blue. And then we should start getting a... there we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. And then you can even play a bit with green there if you want to, I don't know, try to warm it up. But you can't really get a warm white. I've tried to do a warm white. Yeah, it's not so easy. Let's drop the blue a bit more. And then green. And it's sort of a warm white, but yeah, it gets very dim now because I'm cutting a lot of colors away. So I can create a bit more like a white color or warm white, but then I'm starting to really lose a bit of oomph there. To be fair, this is a cheap LED can, so I can't compare it to everything. Let's put my phone on here, put my phone cam somewhere on here so I don't have to turn around my camera. And as you can see, let's put it on there. See what I mentioned, Nana? Red, green, and blue lights. So there's not much I can do with this light when it comes to white balance, but it's good if you just want basic colors and so on, or just want a red, or like try to create that yellow that never looks totally right, and it starts turning down. You can get like oranges. There we go, sort of orange, or red and blue gives you purple. You guys passed your classes, your paint classing. And what does blue and green give you? Like a, I don't know what you call this color, like a light blue sort of color. That's just blue. Now for me, LED blue is very like, It's very dark blue. It's nearly like UV-ish blue. So it's always interesting when it comes to blue light. You could always add a little bit of green to give it like just sort of tad of a normalish blue. But that's it. And that's about what you can do with this light. It's a basic light. It sort of works okay. I don't like RGB lights. I rather want RGB white, W or amber. But if I can, I prefer to buy amber. So let's go to our next light. Clear, clear, clear. Let's throw it there. Now this light I'm doing now was the one in the middle that you saw there. And it's the Chevette Quad. I really like this light. I like this light. Okay, but we'll locate. And again, as you notice, blue. The reason why it does that, or not blue, it's got a blue in the tint. I mean, it's like blue word. Is because when you locate the light, they're always, let's lift my seat. There we go. I'm going like down, 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 down. Everything is on 100%. But what I can do is, let's just go like this. And where's my busking? My busking. Let's find it. There we go. So if I go clear white, that's white. Man, that's crystal white. That's white. And the nice thing even, there's warm white. Just by flick, warm white. Look how nice that warm white is. It really creates a nice warm white as well. So if you're into theaters and so on and you need that warmer color, you can do that. And the bright white again. Or, of course, that's just its own white. I don't know what they call that white. Let's just go a bit of light busking there. Because what I want to try and do, if I can, let's see. Whoa, that's like... Now I'm playing with the color wheel. Again, got a nice crisp white. And then I can slowly make it and warm it up. So I like this light because I can play a bit around with it and get, let's make it like warm. Look at that, like warm. Looks like an old globes you found in the street that's nearly like that orange white. So that's why I like this light. And this light got the added amber. So what does that tell me? Well, let's just go for instance. We say, okay, we've got red and we've got green. So I've got a yellow going there. Quite a nice yellow. And as you can see, let's just throw it here on my camera again. A video phone. There we go. Because of these lights, you see all the color. The whole thing is yellow. So it's not like red and green. So like I said, the LED faces, the people who don't see red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, it looks like one color that I also like. So got a yellow there, and let's go into amber. And it just gives us that extra, it warms it up, orange. So if I drop the green now and drop it, I get like a different bit of sort of red. So let's switch it off. It's a deep red and sort of a fireman's red. See that difference in red just by one color. The nice thing with amber too is what I often use as well is when I do my blues and I want like a purple, I can use the red and create a nice purple, but I can also use the amber and then get like a really just that off different purple. So just adding the amber, it really just gives you more. I mean, if I go into that and I add that red, oh, look at that with the amber. Oh, look at that orange. That's like the golden amber. Man, that was my favorite gel when I used to do shows. Woo, this is nice. I like this. Yeah, I'm getting excited about color. I know. Come on, guys. It's nice to see pretty colors. Come on. So, and there's our purples. So just that amber, I can't say it more. I probably say it more like, yes, we heard you. Amber, amber, amber. It's cool. Jeez. You do know my daughter's name is Amberly. Never thought of that. Apparently I like amber a lot. So there we go. So this is my go-to light. I tend to use this light a lot. Yes, I'm really getting some interesting colors here. Let's just play around a bit. Now I'm just messing around. Let's see. Really odd, weird colors that you don't get from RGB. You can really get a bit interesting there. And then the next one, because sometimes guys say to me, we do want UV. Now, for me, for UV to work, I have to put my lights off. But let me first put on my last slide of the Battle of the Cans, if you want to call it like that. And that's my beams. It's clear and it's a quad. It's got a RGB, amber, white, amber, and UV. Let's throw it up there. Let's just find the light in my list. Let's locate it. Ta-da! Now, if you notice one thing, let's look up a bit. There, look up. Nice. I'm blind. Again, sort of blue, but I can just drop the white a bit and then the blue a bit, and that should solve it. Now, the thing with this specific light is it's got dedicated white. So I can just use the white. There. Oh, that's all right. Oh, I clicked on amber. I thought, wow, that's an interesting white. There, it's white. Again, you can see crystal clear, just white. So that's nice. So I don't need to find the white. Got a good crystal clear white, and then I can add amber. I battled to get a bit more of a warm white, even although it's got amber, and that's why I tend to use the Chevette for that. The amber is up. It's starting to look warm white, but it's a little bit, it's more pink now. So I don't know how Chevette got it right. When I just bought the Chevette light, I said to the guys, RGB amber, why don't you have white? They said, dude, you'll get most of the white, even if it doesn't have a white LED, you'll get that much wider variety of white balance setting. And I must be honest, it does. I really like it. But I also like this beams because it's got a lot of color play, and the beam, this one, costs half the price in the Chevette. So you got to always think about cost as well. So you go beams. This light really doesn't do bad for the price. And again, red and blue, or we can do our yellow. It's a bit still on the green side, but they say it's cool. Just throw the amber in there and you can get a warm yellow, and then just place with the yellow till you get that colder yellow. And that's what makes this light also so nice. And again, can play with the colors. Got quite a nice color variety. There's a bit of orange. Now guys always ask me, why do I so on yellow? If you ever look at your color spectrum, you'll see it's a lot of spectrum in blue, green and red and so on. But yellow seems to be very fine. There's very little graft where yellow fits in. So to get a good yellow is actually quite difficult for RGB lights. For some reason printers do it quite well, but when it comes to light, it's a bit harder. And then, wow, that's bright. And then there I can also start getting sort of whites. But like I said, this light does much nicer color for me, and the Chevette, although it doesn't have a dedicated white, seems to give me better white. So it's weird. That light I use a lot for colors. It does all the other colors as well. And then if I want some of the lights that are focused primarily on white for my cameras and it, I actually use the Chevette, although it doesn't have a dedicated white. It's so weird. So on paper they all do the same thing, but reality not always. And the nice thing is this light also wash a bit more. You'll see it's open, so it's nice when I use color and stage, it washes it more, where the Chevette would be a little bit more focused. So I'll have the focus white more focused maybe in the middle or wherever the artist sing, or the how can you say, the concert goes and so on. And that's it. Now the one added benefit that it does have, that I use these as well, is it's got UV. Now UV is a funny thing. Even if I put it on now, you don't see it. So now I'll have to put off my studio lights and put my cameras darker so you can actually pick up the UV. Okay, there's some light still that gets through my window, but there it is, UV. UV and blue are two different things. Now LED UV lights don't do as well as fluorescent tubes used to do. UV did it very well. We also know it as black light. They made things look very dark all the time and you nearly saw no light. So I found some thing that will project. It's a pink like shoe hanger. And you can see there, it actually does. If I move there, look at that. You can see it shining there. Now some guys say, no, but if I use blue as well, I get that similar effect. Now the only thing with the blue is you sort of get the effect too. You see there, you'll see it happening. The blue does shine. But the problem is with the blue, everything shines. So when you're in there, you still see me. So you see, oh, it's cool. If you have certain whites in that, they sort of reflect on the blue, but you still see me in the blue too. So it's not really much of a UV because you still actually sort of see the characters as well. Whereby if you've got a dedicated UV, if it was dark now, you would have noticed that I am not really shining much, but the object really stands out. So the object stands much better out over me than blue, where you sort of see the object and you see me, which doesn't help. You see it looks quite different. So UV definitely makes a difference between the UV and the blue. It will shine as well if you hold it right, but at the same time everything else is also shining really heavy. If it was dark now, but I'm not using a dark room, you would have seen the difference. Well, there we go. I hope you get a good idea of different lights. Guys, there's thousands of lights out there. You know, you get from cheap ones to very expensive ones, and like you saw, the different quality in color you can get. Just be careful sometimes with the cheap ones, because you use them for a while and then suddenly you start hitting a fan. But yeah, battle of the cans. That's the basic setup. Just gonna have fun. Lights are fun, man. You know, just play around. Go see what you can find out there. See what colors you can make. It's just fun. But that's me. If you liked it, you know, please subscribe. Leave a comment down there. See other things that you maybe thought about lights and so on. And again, if you subscribe and so on, it does help. It will be nice to get more viewers. It can give me more time to add more content and so on. But thank you for the guys that supports out there. Have a great day. Bye bye.